Welcome back, everyone, to the 3D Animation YouTube channel. Today, we'll dive into the next episode of Tales of the Divine Shepherd, Mukden Kai, an animated series that has captured the attention of many fellow cultivators. So, Qin Mu has officially left disabled Elder Village to embark on his journey of worldly training. The first place he arrives at is Xianglong City. At this point, Qin Mu needs the help of the sacred cult in order to reach Yuan Kong. There, he learns that Yuan Kong has two major border checkpoints, Yuan Bian and Secret Water Pass, both heavily guarded by Shi Jing. Anyone from the Great Ruins who is discovered will be executed or turned into a slave. In addition, some people attempt to climb over the Divine Broken Mountain Range as an alternate route. However, this path is even more dangerous, as Yuan Kong has stationed mechanical crossbows on the ridge. In the past, the demonic cult had sabotaged two of these crossbows to secretly transport goods through the mountains. Though that route is no longer viable, the cult still has contacts at Secret Water Pass. Soon after, a woman appears before Qin Mu. Her name is Feng Tu Yun, Celestial Guardian of Secret Water Pass, responsible for inspecting all who enter or leave the city. Before departing, several elders of the demonic cult advised Qin Mu to change his attire to avoid being recognized. So, Feng Tuyun takes him shopping for new clothes. However, Qin Mu wants fabric as fine as the brocade pouch his lame uncle once gifted him. That pouch, however, was made from heavenly fragrance silk, a tribute reserved for the royal family. Because of this, the incense master of the demonic cult gives Qin Mu a rare golden silk thread, woven from the cocoons of the 100 poison golden silkworm and refined by the sacred cult's ancient hall. This fabric is as tough as steel, impervious to water, fire, and poison. Qin Mu then sews his own outfit using the precious silk, the dragon fang scissors, and golden thread. When he puts on the newly made robes, everyone is astonished. Indeed, clothes make the man. Dressed in this robe, the young cult heir looks exceptionally elegant and heroic. After dinner and a restful night, Qin Mu receives a detailed map of Yuan Kong from the sacred cult. Together with Feng Tuyun, he sets off on a boat. As they sail downstream, the fog grows thicker. The beast pulling the boat becomes restless and frightened. Even Hu Linger senses a chilling presence approaching. Suddenly, a song rises from beneath the water, melodious and strangely familiar. Qin Mu is shaken. He has heard this song before. Following the sound, he looks into the river and sees a long-haired girl drifting alongside the boat. A deep sense of closeness and anxiety wells up inside him, as if an old, hidden memory is breaking through. Without hesitation, Qin Mu jumps into the water to chase after the girl. Hu Linger, worried, quickly follows. The song continues, yet no matter how fast Qin Mu swims, he cannot catch up. Then, the jade pendant on his chest suddenly floats upward, forcing him to stop. The girl in the water also stops and looks at him. In that moment, Qin Mu kneels on the water's surface like a child, tears streaming down his face. Overcome with emotion, he trembles and asks, "Is it you? Were you the one who brought me to disabled Elder Village?" He reaches out a shaking hand to touch her, but he cannot. The girl gazes at him silently, her eyes full of affection and joy, but she cannot speak. It turns out that 14 years ago, this girl drifted here, and a deep longing kept her beneath the waters. When Qin Mu passed by, his familiar jade pendant awakened her, prompting her to follow his image. No one knows how much time passed. Qin Mu looks at the girl and smiles, saying, "Don't worry. I will search for my origins, for my homeland. I will remember your name forever." The girl seems to smile, then gradually sinks into the water and disappears. The fog lifts, revealing the towering Secret Water Pass, a massive military base made up of countless ships chained together. Qin Mu is amazed by the brilliance of its design. Feng Tuyun explains that it was built by the craftsmen of the demonic cult. Finally, he understands why Yuan Kang's national teacher is so determined to subdue the demonic cult. Though they may not rival the kingdom's army in strength, the demonic cult possesses masters of all crafts, 360 trades, deeply integrated into society. with strong foundations. Under Feng Tuyun's guidance, Qin Mu avoids Shi Jing's patrol and comes ashore. Meanwhile, at the royal palace, Qin Feiyu reports to Ling Yuxiu that the national teacher has been gravely injured in an assassination attempt, causing unrest among the people. Some sects, discontent with the court's authority, seize the chance to rebel, grabbing land and fighting over territory. Many bandits have emerged. Ling Yuxiu listens quietly, her gaze drifting far into the distance, her eyes full of worry. Back to Qin Mu, night has fallen. He stands on a rooftop, gazing at the streets of Yuankong, overwhelmed with emotion. This is no longer the great ruins, he reflects. The darkness outside is just ordinary darkness. People are still walking about. There's nothing to be afraid of. Beside him, Hu Linger suddenly cries out in alarm. What is that in the sky? Qin Mu replies dreamily, that's the moon. He lifts his head and looks again. It must be the moon, right? I saw something like it during the day. It looked kind of like this, but he isn't sure. When he was a child, Granny C once pointed to a pale silver orb in the daytime sky and told him it was the moon, which shines brightly at night. However, growing up in the Great Ruins, Qin Mu had never seen the moon at night. Night there was absolute darkness. Nothing could be seen in the sky. Likewise, the Great Ruins had no stars. And with that, episode 33 of Tales of the Divine Shepherd comes to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to the 3D Animation YouTube channel to follow the next episode tomorrow. That's all for now. See you next time.